Today we're going to do something special. Going to focus a little bit more on the techniques that you use for running so we can improve your running and get you in better form when you run. Doing so, that will help you prevent the onset of injuries, specifically the most common injuries that can happen to runners. There are also corrective exercises in a way, so to speak, to help develop those muscles that you prominently use when you run. I want you to do first, obviously, is do your dynamic warm-up. Then you're going to go into the runner's series. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing 100 abs. You're going to be doing 100 squats into a knee drive, and I'll show you all of this in a second. You're going to be doing 100 push-ups, and you're going to be doing 100 good mornings and or bird dogs. So you can do 100 good mornings, you can do 100 bird dogs, or you can do a combination of the two, 50 and 50. Okay, so let me show you the first exercise. Okay, we're going to do an ab exercise called the sprinter crunch. Lying down on your back, and you want your legs straight out in front of you, okay? But your hands down beside you, palms down, okay? And what you're going to do is you're not only running, so you're going to come up. As I come up, I'm coming up with a knee drive, and I want to keep that heel right underneath the belly of my hamstring. So here, not underneath my knee, underneath the belly. And we're going to kick back, obviously, the right elbow, and drive forward the left arm. And then we come back down, place the palms right down on the floor again, and we do the same with the opposite side. And you're coming up as high as you can get yourself up. As you start to do more, your body does fatigue, so it becomes more difficult, but the focus and concentration should be on form. So it looks like this. It's quick, okay? Quick up, and immediately back down. Then you'll go into your air squats, and from when you come up out of the air squat, you'll immediately go right into a knee drive. So we're going to get a nice calf raise as well, because you want to make sure that we go up on the ball of the foot of the leg that's supporting us, okay? So this one looks like so. And I would have your feet the same distance apart as they would be when you're running for this particular squat, okay? So we do a nice air squat, make sure that the belly button is drawn in, make sure that we're hinging back, sitting those glutes down on the heels. When I stand up, I want to drive up quick, and I'm going to immediately drive that knee up and back down. When the foot comes down, I want to come right back down in that squat, stand up quick, and then immediately go into that knee drive, okay? Remember, when you stand up quick and go into the knee drive, you want to get up tall on the balls of those feet, okay? So it looks like this. Down, 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 up, down, up, okay? So there's your air squats. From the air squats, we're going to go down, back down to the ground, to the floor, and we're going to go into our push-ups. Now, these are push-ups again with a knee drive, somewhat like a mountain climber, but you're adding a push-up in between. So that looks like this. We start in our upper plank, okay? Make sure your hands are not further than shoulder width apart. Make sure you protract up through your scapula, okay? And again, you want the feet the same distance as they would be when you're running. And we're simply going to knee drive, down into a push-up. Boom, boom, down, that's 2, boom, boom, down, that's 3, okay? So again, really focusing on form, engaging the core, making sure when we pull that knee forward towards the chin, the heel is right underneath the belly of the hamstring. We're always trying to make the number 4 with our leg when we're running, okay? And now, your last exercise, you can either stay down on the floor, as I said, and do your bird dogs, which is this one on all fours. Nice tabletop position, everything stacked, and we extend opposite arm, opposite leg, maintaining tabletop position. You want to hold for about a 1 end. Okay, getting a nice stretch, a nice reach. Okay, so you can do that one, or you can go into good mornings. Hands behind the neck, engage the core, feet athletic stance, so just slightly beyond shoulder width, and come all the way over, trying to get your chest to your quads, and all the way back up through the hamstrings, then glutes first, and then finishing with the lower back. So here. And remembering when we do the good morning, we're not actually hinging back to come over. We actually want to keep the body weight on the balls of the feet, and we want to come right over, leading with our shoulders and chest, and try to keep that weight essentially on the balls of the feet, even though our heels are down, and we are going to have some weight on those heels. The weight for this particular exercise has to be more on the balls of the feet than on the heels. If it's too much on the heels, then you're actually, I know that you're hinging, and that's how you know you're hinging, because to be on the heels, that means you have to force your butt back, and for this one, I don't want you to do that, okay? So, there you have it. You start with sprinter crunches, you stand up, you go into your squats, you go back down to the floor, you got your mountain climber push-ups or knee drive push-ups, whatever you want to call them, and then you have a choice. You can stand back up again and do your good mornings, or you can choose to do bird dogs and stay down on all fours and do your bird dogs, or you can do 50 bird dogs and then 50 good mornings, your choice. Now, the key to this workout is going through it almost as though you're doing a circuit. So you're either doing all 100 before you go to the next one, or you break it up into however many sets you need to. But just make sure that you go in that order that I gave you, okay? So we'll go through it again quickly. So it would look like this. I might come down here and, 10 sets of 10 is fine too. Well, that might make it easier. You start here and I would go. Okay, and I do however many, let's say I do 10, right? And then I'd stand back up and I'd go right into, take a few deep breaths. Let your heart rate come down a bit. So you maybe I wouldn't rest more than 30 to 45 seconds in between. If you have to take a 60-second break, then take a 60-second break, because I'd rather you do the whole thing. So next, we go right into our squat with our knee drive. So air squat, up, drive, up, drive, up, drive, up, drive. So as you can see, the down is very controlled, the up is explosive, the knee drive is explosive, okay? You take your little break, try to bring the heart rate down by doing slow, long, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then we go right into those knee drive or mountain climber push-ups. Get in your plank, and here we go. 1, 2. Pause for a second, reset, reset, okay, and so on. And then I personally would come up into good mornings, but as I said, you can stay down there, do your bird dogs, okay? Or you can stand up like I am and go. Okay, so this one's a little slower and controlled. The up is a little bit quicker than the down, but when we're coming up, we really want to make sure, Michael, that we're coming up through the hamstrings and glutes first, lower back last, so we're not throwing that back out and, you know, hurting ourselves or causing injury to ourselves, okay? As I said, for this one, you can opt out of the good morning and do the bird dog if you prefer, or you can do 50 of one and then 50 of the other, okay? And then at the end, you're simply going to finish with your posture series. So it doesn't look like a lot, but you'll feel this. Be safe, keep moving, be well.